Okay, so all notes, or all scales follow the same pattern. It would be scale degrees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and that's the last one, or the 8, whatever you want to say to complete it. So you know that the scale will be those degrees. Which note do you start on? Well, in flats, whichever flat is furthest to the right in the pattern. So in that case, it would be this one. In this case, it would be this one is farthest on the right side of the pattern. That is the fourth note. So then if you want to know what to start on, what key you're in.
Okay, what did you call it fourth?
It just automatically is. Every flat that's furthest to the right is always the fourth note of the scale. It's always this one. So now all you have to do is from that flat, you just count your way to 1. Okay, so this is 4. The next line would be 3. The space would be a 2. This would be 1. So the note that's on this line, which is B, that's the first note of the scale. B, right there. And since there's a flat here, it's a B flat scale. Did you follow me through that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just went 4 is the note furthest to the right. 4, 3, 2, 1, check, there's a flat, B flat. So then your scale, you're in the key of B flat.
Key of B flat.
So for this one, the one that's furthest to the right in this case, this is a G flat. So we're going to count it down. 3 is the space, 2 is the line, 1 is the next space right here. That is a D, is that note. But we could go the other way too. 4, right? Because you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Also a D. Flat. See the flat here in the key signature? So that means this is the key of D flat. You follow me on that? Through that little deal? Okay. All right. So I'll do the same thing for sharps. Just go ahead and keep videoing so I can do it pretty fast.
Okay.
So for key and sharps, you get your same scale degrees, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. If you have that as your sharp, whichever sharp is farthest to the right is always the 7th note. It's this one. So then finding 1 is real easy. You just go up 1. So in this case, the one furthest to the right is G. You go up a note to 8, you would get an A. So this is the key of A. 3 sharps makes the key of A.
Okay, so you say 8 because of that one there? Okay.
Yep. So this would be, if I drew it out another way to look at it, that would make this note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. See the sharp furthest to the right is note 7. A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A would make the scale.
Okay, so why didn't they also name those ones too, using a line?
What's that?
Why didn't they name those ones too? Like,
why don't they use the line and draw it this way?
I mean, those 4, 3, 1 in a linear fashion. The 4, 3, and 2.
Oh, why didn't they draw it this way?
Yeah.
Just so you could see clearly where I was putting them. Because if I draw them like this, they overlap. See how it's kind of ugly to look at? That's the only reason I did it that way. But you can do it that way when you're counting them down. You can. I just did them side to side. It didn't make any difference. I thought it would be harder to read like this. That's the same thing as what I drew.
Okay.
It's just whether you're on a space or a line.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do another one here with sharps before you get out of here on this one. FC. Okay, so in this case, this one is farthest to the right. That's note 7. This would be note 1, the next line up. That's a B. There is no sharp there, so we're not in the key of B sharp, we're just in the key of B. Now how this applies to a scale, if you want to make a scale out of it, okay? So you know what notes to play. A, B, C sharp, because it's in the key signature. D is the line. E, F sharp, G sharp, and the last one A. That makes an A scale. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. When you did that, should have drawn that better. There we go. It's not overlapping the line. That's how key signatures and scales relate. This just tells you what notes to use following the pattern. Is that a little cleaner way than of explaining it versus the book?
No.
Okay. So for this one, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. And that makes a scale in B. And the whole purpose of doing that is for the sound variance. Each one of those is going to have a different type. Since those are major scales, each one of those is going to have a different happy feel. The A and B. See how they are the same song with the same chords that fall in the same way, but they sound different? See, that one to me is more church-like and peaceful. This one is a little brighter, but has a little more edge of the pain. Oops. So that's how it works. Please stop for a while. So it's so I can create that major sound starting on this note. So in the key of C, using all these white keys makes major. But if I slide down to the A and I want to start on A, it doesn't make major. It makes minor. So you have to have key signatures so you can change certain notes. So you're still using your ABCs, you're just using variations of certain ones. A, B, C sharp, still a C, but C sharp. D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So you're still using your A, B, C, D, E. You're just using variations of them based on which note you start on. So when I first played that, it was B, right? I'm playing a B, a D sharp, and an F sharp. I have to play it to make it major. Now, if I eliminated all the sharps and I just went to playing it on the white keys, so it's just B, D, F instead of B, D sharp, F sharp, then you're going to get, it's going to be painful. That doesn't sound good, does it?
Somehow.
It sounds okay. Like it might be acceptable depending on which harmony that I was playing in any key. I just have, in my mind, I have to think of what the patterns and what the change is. So let's say I wanted to play it in F. So I'll go to F. F is home now. I can play that same pattern, that same basic CCR harmony, just in the key of F, or in the key of A flat. And then, oh shoot. Yeah. See what happened there? In my mind, I didn't make the right shift. I didn't think of what it should have been. Should have been. Nope, still wrong. There we go. That's what I should have hit. So I got the key signature right in my mind, used the intervals in the same pattern, and it made the same thing just in a different key.
That's good.
Okay. So that hopefully kind of exert in one spot. And you just make it minor. I didn't move my hands. I just changed the middle note to make it minor. That's parallel keys. So it's C major, C minor. Same thing would apply up in F. F major, F minor. That's parallel keys. They have the same starting note and different patterns inside them to make them sound major or minor.
Natural minor.
Simple. For A, you follow the key signature of C. So C would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Would be the scale, right? Okay. You slide down, remember, to 6 for the minor. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6. That's natural minor. Harmonic minor is you take the second to last note, 7, and you go up a half step. So you raise the 7th. So you're going to get first note, second note, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, raise the 7th. 1, like that. That's harmonic. Melodic is you raise both 6 and 7 going up, but then you lower them going down. So it sounds like this. That's melodic minor. So this is A natural minor. A harmonic minor. And A melodic minor. It's because you want different levels of sad. You want different variations, feelings of sad. So you create different types of minor by changing certain notes within to make it sound more sad. This is the one that's known as mostly Arabic. Harmonic is known in like Arabic style music. Sounds mysterious. As opposed to gives it a little bit more of like a magical feeling is the idea behind it. It's a word I'm looking for. Mysterious, magical, like... Oh, I forget what I want to say. I don't know. Whatever I want to say. I don't know. It's a different feeling. Melodic. Really sad. It's like it's hope that's rising, and then it falls dramatically. So that's the idea behind changing the different types of minor. They still start on the same note as all the minor scales still start. All minors still start wherever you put them. So that's a C minor scale. C harmonic minor. C melodic minor. The problem is, when you listen to this in live music or in recordings, either way that you have, oftentimes these scales shift so fast from one to another that it's difficult for you to identify them in the moment as to what they are. So that's part of the difficulty, is that right now you're listening to me play them on the piano, isolated, and they don't make sense because they're taken out of context. They're not in a piece of music. But if you put them in a piece of music, they're usually performed at a speed with which it's difficult to identify them. That's part of the problem for like beginning to like intermediate level musicians, is it's difficult to ID them. So if you're having a little bit of struggle with that right now, the more stuff that you listen to where it identifies it, like the sound examples in the book are going to be great for that. That will help you a ton to be able to identify what they're supposed to sound like in action. So there's really no substitute for playing them. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You overwhelmed yet? Getting close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right next thing. Yeah.
Hey, Dell. Oh, she took off. Give me a second.
All right, so